and found his way to the end zone. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, next on Madden Football.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, offensive player of the week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He's traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Up the middle they go. Church. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Here's Hardman to return.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
To contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And nothing after the catch here as he's dropped right on the spot at the 47, but in plus territory. Tua going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now Tua. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw on second is Watson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Third down, give them 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Church. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Watson. Got his man. It's caught for Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were throwing pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Ravens at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Hands it off out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Luke Musgrave taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Blankenship out for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. A shotgun snap for Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Watson.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Algier going straight ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Oh, that's a monster play there by the defense, getting a 3rd down stop so far behind the line of scrimmage. That should take away the option to go for it. This quarterback, an absolute weapon who can throw it or run it for a 1st down. But a loss of more than 10 yards, hard to see the offense coming back out on this 4th down attempt.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now a first down throw, Watson. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 now on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, now allowing him to get to the perimeter But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Damian Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 7.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Aaron Browning on the stop. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
24 down, he's coming.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air yet again. Watson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Scott. Corner, long.
Tua sets up to pass it. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. Tua now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield. 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They run for it with Harris. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 15-yard touchdown ground.
Now the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance. This game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
44.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. There, his 2nd touchdown. Afternoon.
And the Ravens extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On first down, it's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on second and long. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Go ahead.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Ravens, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.